Have you ever thought to yourself, some people have all the luck? She's closing more deals than I'd ever imagined was possible. He's in an amazing relationship and it's pretty much perfect. She's been to places that I've only ever dreamed of in magazines. Sometimes we sit back and we look at the dazzling achievements of others and we ask ourselves and we tell ourselves, some people have all the luck. But is it really luck? Or is it possible that they're really astute creators or amazing designers of their life? I've been here for 9 weeks now, and I'm getting all kinds of comments from people here, from people back home saying to me, oh, you're so lucky that you're there. And I'll tell you, it has not a whole heck of a lot to do with luck. It is exactly something that I created for myself. I was tired of sitting in the sidelines. I was tired of watching other people accomplish things that I wanted to accomplish. I was tired of not being able to do the things that I wanted to do, help the people that I wanted to help, make an impact in the organizations that I wanted to make an impact in. And I guess I was just tired of being tired. And I decided to do something about it. And I realized that there were things that I was no longer willing to tolerate. And I often quote one of my favorite books I have in past episodes, the Dr. Seuss book, All the Places You'll Go. And there's a great quote in that book. There's many great quotes in that book, but there's a great quote in that book that says, you have brains in your feet, you have feet in your shoes, you can move yourself in any direction you choose. And I think that's really, at the end of the day, what it's all about. It's choosing the direction that you want to be in and figuring out how it is that you can get there. Who are the people that can assist you? What are the things that you can do? Nothing happens in life without an action. Even the most high-performing vehicle in optimal condition, full tank of gas, just out of the mechanic or out of the dealership, with the key in the ignition and started and the gear firmly put in place, is not going to go anywhere until you take an action called put your foot on the gas and see where it takes you. I think in life, a lot of things are about that. I was a single mother. I was not raised in privilege. I had 2 small children, and when I decided to take on when I made the decision of becoming a real estate agent, even that seemed impossible and something that I could never accomplish. I had 2 small children. I was going to be working on commission. What am I, crazy? How was I going to do that? Most of the time when we don't move forward, when we aren't living the life of our dreams, when we don't have luck, it has very little to do with luck and a whole heck of a lot to do with who we know ourselves to be and what we think is possible for ourselves. But really, ultimately, where it's going to stem from is what it is that you're no longer willing to tolerate. What are you tired of? What are you not fulfilled with in your life that could go another way? Sometimes just seeing people around you in life that have accomplished things and looking at them, I know in the past for me, looking at people thinking, well, if she could do it, there's no reason that I can't do it. We put the limits on ourselves. We're the ones most of the time who limit each other. I just met with an agent who I'm working with here in Italy, and had a little bit of an analysis of her business and of her life. And I asked her, where are you blocked? Where are you stopped? What's stopping you in your life? And she became emotional. And she sat back and gathered herself and looked at me and said, me, I'm the thing that's stopping everything that I want to happen in my life from happening. And the first thing is acknowledging that and understanding that. We don't take time in our lives to do that. We don't take time in our lives to really sit and reflect on what it is that we want, and even more importantly, why it is that we want it. I've been telling these amazing people for the last 8 weeks, 9 weeks, that when I give them an exercise and we do it on the spot, that it will be really beneficial for them to find a quiet corner in their garden Or while they're at the beach on Saturday, take a pen and a piece of paper and really start to look at why. Because we don't ask ourselves that question often enough. And when you realize the why, and when you understand what it is that you're no longer willing to tolerate, then things start to move. And you'll realize that it's not about luck at all, but more about what it is that you're willing to tolerate. In my Future by Design course, we spend a lot of time looking at those things. We spend a lot of time looking at what it is that we've built up over the past, or in the past, in the many, many years for some people of their lives, that start to form and shape the thoughts and beliefs that they have. And often we realize that those are not even our thoughts and beliefs, but they're somebody else's. So taking the time to sit back and analyze those things so that we can create, from nothing, because that's the only way that you can create. So I ask you, what is it that you are no longer willing to tolerate? And maybe if you take a look at that and you figure that out, then maybe your luck will start to change.